we are moving into a conversation that speaks to the heart of leadership, growth, and impact, no matter what your title or position is. But before we hear from our distinguished guests, I'd like to invite someone who embodies authentic connection in everything he does. And when you see him walking, he look like I'm fly. I'm Mr. Superfly. He's always on point. You think you just pull him off from the front of a magazine. So put your hands together. Mr. Hat Pink over here looking good in his pink t-shirt. Put your hands together for not Kino Williams anymore. Excuse me. It's Dr. Kino Williams. Put your hands together for him.
All right. So normally I host this event, and this year Shirley has taken my spot, and it seems that she has intentions of keeping the spot. You know, if I had known that you were going to be this good, I probably would have said no. All right. Welcome. I think we have been having an awesome day so far. All right, we've learned a little bit about AI, a little bit of the residency coordinator manual, and now we are going to hear about something that's near and dear to my heart, networking. I'm going to bring to you to the stage Dr. Janaya Hernandez, and I'm going to give you a quick story in terms of how I met Janaya. So I joined this association, the National Association of Health Service Executives, to which Dr. Hernandez is a member. We went to, last November, we have a big awards gala. And Dr. Hernandez was awarded one of the Women of Distinction honor. And I saw when they called her name, she ran up and she walked up confidently to the podium. But then you saw she turned back and she started to run back. And I was like, well, what's going on here? She forgot her speech. Right? Am I right? That's right. So she forgot her speech, and then when she came up to the podium, I think it was on your phone or something like that. Correct. She winged it. And at one point, I think she stopped winging it, and she's like, at this point, and she just closed it, thank you, in the middle of a thought, just thank you. And I was like, this is my spirit person. Because I was awarded the Men of Distinction in June. And I normally use like paper, but I decided to use my phone to speak. And my phone has a little timer that if you don't touch it, it goes off. And it went off like 3 times, and each time I forgot what I was supposed to say next. So at one point I was like, you know what, to hell with this. Thank you. And I was like, this here, from that moment, I was like, you and me is friends forever. All right? But Dr. Hernandez is an accomplished author, speaker, CEO, and Army veteran. So if anybody gets out of line up in here, all right? And it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Dr. Hernandez to the stage, and she's going to touch on networking. And I think this session in itself is networking.
Now, I thought Kino was my friend, but he has tasked me with entertaining you before lunch. And many of us know what happens before lunch, right? Okay, all right, so stay with me, because we're going to be new friends now, so don't do me dirty, all right? Okay. But when I hear the word retreat, right, I think of resetting. So I know you got your snacks. I apologize, because I didn't know we were taking a food break. But what I would ask of you to do is to close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths, right? Because we want to reset. Because when I hear retreat, I want to reset and I want to relax, right? So take some deep breaths and resonate with the information you were given this morning. Set the tone for the afternoon. And while you're doing that, right, close your eyes. I'm not going to hurt you back there. Don't worry. While you're doing that, I want you to switch from emotional thinking to logical thinking. And let me tell you why. Because I want you to absorb the information that we are about to tap into in a few. And I also want you to absorb the information that you're going to have after me and retain the information that you were given this morning. So if you feel that the shift has happened, open your eyes. and let me know you're ready. We're ready? All right, because I'm got heels on and we're going to be up here a while, so please be kind to me. Be kind to me, okay? All right, so we had dropped off some colorful bags in front of you guys. And I want you to, before you get in, right, I want to let you know that what if I told you the key to your success, all your troubles, everything that's stopping, stepped in between you, right, is in that bag? Would you believe me? You'd buy it? You wouldn't? I look like I'm lying? Come on. So don't. True. So you know I'm going to pick on you because now you got to get to know me. It's called Connection. Okay? All right? I'm being honest. What you need to go on, right? This is not just a freebie for conference. I did throw some cards in there. I'll be over at the table, right? Can't do the speech without doing the sales. But what you need to go forward for your residents, for everyone that you coordinate is in that bag. So hop in it, put your hand down in there, and there's a circular tool in there. And I want you to take it out. Keep going. And I want you to pull it up. We all got one? You too, you got it? All right. And I want you to hold it up. And I want you to flip it around, and I want you to look in it. Look at that. Who's in there? Right? Who's in there? Right? That is the one tool that you all need to be successful, to lead with purpose, to maintain what you're doing right now, to reset, right? You believe me now? Because it was you, my friend, that didn't believe me, right? Right? All right? And I want you to believe it because I'm not just selling it to you. Like, I really want, every now and then you're going to feel this urge and, doubt yourself. We all been there. And I want you to pull that out. Not just to remember me, though I would be grateful if you do, but to reset and recharge and know that everything you need is not in the books, not in all the lectures that we give, but right in your pocket. You have it. It's yours. So if you're confident enough to go forward with that message that I just gave to you, we'll get into the PowerPoint. We good? Did you buy it? Did you buy it? What's your name? Because you didn't, Carletta. Let me sit with Carletta for a minute.
See, it's always a problem.
It's because I didn't feel you bought. Did you feel the message?
Yes, I got it.
And why?
I am the power. I have the power, and I'm going to use the power.
My job is done. We could go to lunch. Thank you. All right. Now, I say that purposefully, right? We all heard of networking, and I'll tell you right now, guys, I make slides, but my superpower is talking one-on-one to people. So we'll go back, and you'll remind me to click and all that good stuff. But I really want to resonate and connect because the purpose of today, right, is to build connections, utilize the connections that we build, and add in our secret little sauce of technology. And how do we use technology to move forward with our connections, right? What's these two young ladies? I think you guys were referenced all through the morning, right? So they've given us some tools about AI and just utilizing technology to move forward. I'm going to bring in the other piece and show you how both of them combined will make you unstoppable. And then when you forget that, the little gift that I gave you, you will pull it out and remind you that you are the tool. Fair game? All right. Now, with all that, my name is Janaya. I just became a doctor not too long ago. I have my doctorate in strategic leadership. That's why I get to talk all those fancy words that some of them I don't even know what they mean. I'm just being honest. But my daytime job, I'm a hospital director for DaVita, and I cover 13 hospitals in Connecticut. So I drove down here because I believe in each of you, and I thought that this message was really important and need to be shared. Very welcome. Very welcome. So from before I got this hospital director job, and it's just a fancy title to me for management, right? I was in the military. I'm a nurse by skill set. And I was in a position that I didn't think that it was of purpose. So then I started, thinking and researching, and I was like, there's got to be more than just a title. Like, I was chasing a title for a very long time because we're taught very young, right? You need to start here, entry level, and the only way to be successful and to move up is to move out of entry level and get to middle management, and then you're in middle management for so long, and then you need to move into director, and so on and so forth. But I am here to rebuke that because I've gone through those stages, and my most meaningful connections was when I was on the floor, middle management, coordinating the chaos. That's when my purpose was, that's when all my connections were made, and that is how I actually got to my next destination, how I opened my business, and so forth and so on. So when you hear that chatter, I want you to tell them that that is false, and it has been proven. And the higher up you get, the more removed you get from having those connections, and then you forget, right? And then it's our job to remind them, right? Who does all the work, right? I'm very grateful for my team because I show up with the data information. But sometimes I cannot be on the floor for weeks. So am I doing all the work? No. And I honestly say that. And they know that. I buy them lots of lunches. I do. I do. But I say all of that because I know that it's up to us, it's up to this group to remind and reset, right? Because many of us are training our bosses. Raise your hand if you ever trained your boss. How'd that make you feel? First, tell me your name, where you're from, and then give us your answer.
I'm Nancy Mingoya. I'm the admin for dermatology here at Downstate.
All right, okay, Nancy. All right, and you've trained your boss. And at the end of the day, when you see, you don't have to tell us your boss name, we won't call you out like that. When you train your boss and you see your boss go into the room and give all the information that you poured into he or she, how does that make you feel?
First, I said thank you because he did a great job.
Oh, all right, Nancy, that was not the answer I was looking for. So your boss is very lucky to have you. So humor me and pretend you didn't like it, okay? Right. Because usually that is not the feeling. Usually you are behind the scenes doing all the work and you feel underappreciated, undervalued, and you're trying to figure out how did they get there because they didn't know what they were doing and why am I stuck where I am, right? And what if I told you I know the answer and how to get you out of that? Would you believe me?
Yes, I want to know.
And what is your name and what do you do?
My name is DeFarco Wilkie, and I'm the program coordinator for OBGYN.
All right, okay. So the way to get out of that is to build connections with your partners and to make networking purposeful and work for you. And I don't mean like old school networking, like I do love a conference. Keno, right? We love a conference, NAHSC, shout them out, right? But that is just not all networking is. Networking happens with your colleagues, networking happens with your bosses, networking happens within your departments, networking happens at every level. And when you do it correctly, it is very successful, and the outcome is the Kenos, right? The Nancys who love their bosses. I have never heard that. That is the first. The Janayas, right, who put in the time, but outside of a role, with combining it back inside with a role. So that is some of the topic that we will be talking about today. And I will always go in the audience because I like a conversation. I can talk to you via Zoom. No disrespect to our hybrids, but I feel that meaningful purpose and things to get resonated start with coming in the crowd and networking. And what, I know your name. You're the reason why I'm out of breath. That's all right. All right, so we went over a little bit why are we here, right? My purpose today, my sole job today, is to inspire you to own your leadership journey with no title needed. That is my job. I'm going to highlight how connection and technology can help guide your growth. And I see your head nod, so I think we're on the same path, right? Right? What's your name?
Natasha Henry.
Natasha Henry. And what do you do?
I'm the program coordinator for pathology.
All right. And Natasha, if I asked you, what is one thing that you were hoping to get out of today?
Connect with my colleagues and learn more about AI. That's two things.
That's okay. We don't take points away. Don't worry. One of the other things that we are going to do today is we're going to reconnect, we're going to reset, and we're going to reimagine your role. And then we're going to review some tangible items like core and growth method, and I'll get into that. And at any time you can stop me, ask a question, share your thoughts. If I like to read facial expressions, so if I see those eyebrows go up, I'm coming over. So we tapped in a little bit, right? Why this talk? Why now? Why do you think? What is your name? What do you do? And answer the question.
My name is Taylor. I'm not a program coordinator. I'm a clerkship coordinator, but I'm just here to learn. And I think that...
Hold on, Taylor. I'm going to help you do one thing. Never belittle yourself. So you are going to start over, and you are going to tell us with confidence, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the difference in the role. So you are just going to tell me who you are, what you do, as if you are the president, because to you, you are. Ready?
Okay. My name is Taylor. I am the clerkship coordinator for OBGYN. I'm just here to gather information and learn. And this talk matters. Because I think in order to grow and prosper, connections and, just being with your peers, your colleagues is really the key.
Good job, Taylor. Give Taylor a clap, right? Give her a round of applause, right? Because you basically hit my whole PowerPoint, and I appreciate that, right? We're going to define what leadership looks like, and we did that with Taylor, right? Standing in our now, right? I don't care at what level you are. When you introduce yourself, you say with power, because it doesn't matter, right? We're going to show how connection creates growth. I've heard from multiple people, right? One of the things they want to get out of today is connecting with their peers. I'm coming your way. Don't think because you look that way I'm not coming, right? What is your name and what do you do?
Natasha Sagal from neurology.
Okay. And what is something that you would like to get out of today?
I want to learn something new, and I really like this reset, rethink, and redefine.
All right. Okay. Right? I'm going to provide you some tools so that you will be able to lead from any seat. Our friend right there let us know how that works, right? And we're going to empower each other with some actions, starting when? Yes. Keno, can I go? Because they have it under control. You're right. I'm focused. Regroup, scratch that from the video, please, all right? Okay. So, we all, I don't want to say no. We think that, right, credentials are the necessary, right? They're the start of what we need to get to where we're going. But nope, credentials just open doors. Connections keep them open. And a lot of times, we are trying to open doors we don't have keys to, right? How many times have you tried to open a door you don't have a key to? And how did you feel when you found the key to the door that was necessary? I'm telling you, this is a brilliant group. I might take half. Right? Let's look at this slide. Because my friend right here already let us know, right? When we doubt, we're on what? Right? When you came in this morning, what were you on? I was tired till our friend Shirley over there woke me up from my drive, right? When we doubt ourselves, what's the first thing we do as women? No disrespect to the men, but especially melanated women, right? Because there is a percentage out there saying that we are the highest percentage of educated, like I think, right, is it in the U.S.? Right? Right? So what do? As soon as we doubt ourselves, we go to school. I'm a serial student. All of the credentials ain't even on the slide, right? We chase the certification, we chase the degree, because we think that's what's going to get us here, right? And what happens after that? We notice that it doesn't work, and we're broke. Because if you're in this economy right now, you know that they're not giving grants for school anymore, right? Okay. So then we shift. That's where they pull me in, right? And I let you know that this side of the slide is unnecessary. And I pull you to this side of the slide. And I tell you that conversations start filling your gas tank, right? Building connections start filling your gas tank. And I don't mean just conversating with your peer. I mean getting out, going to the lunchroom, all that good stuff, right? Conversations fill your gas tank. What happens from conversations? How many of us have gotten a job because we were referred? I did. I'm here today from one. Right? What comes from referrals? If I refer you, what do we have now? Right? Because we made friends just for me telling you did something wrong. Right? Trust. And then we keep our gas tank full from that. So, I have a question, and I'm going to go around the room. You already know. Don't hide your head from me, because that is what makes me walk over to you, right? Who are you building with right now? The one who we thought was the winner, and he wasn't. Yes. You. Right? That's right. You stand up with that one. Okay? What's your name?
Kwame Luke.
All right. There's no beef. You do know that, right? Okay. All right. Okay. I just want to make sure. Who are you building with right now?
Everybody.
All right. I hear that. And when you say everybody, who do you mean? Because everybody's a lot of things. I have my doctorate. I'm going to ask a question from a question. I'm just warning you.
Everybody have something to offer. It may be different, so you can't be impartial.
I love it. You can come on tour with me. I love it, right? Who are you building with?
My family.
I hear that. And what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Arlene Edwards-Bones, and I am the residency coordinator for dermatology.
All right, right? Family, very important. Don't tell mine, I forgot to put them in the slide. I have a big family. Who are you building with? You smiled, so I came over.
My name is Venetia Smith, and I'm the program coordinator for allergy and immunology. And who am I building with right now? My friends, my family, my coworkers, because you can learn something different from everybody.
I love it. I love it all. That is correct. There's no wrong answer, right? It's whatever resonate with you at the time. And your answer will change throughout the course of your life, your career, right? Family will be the foundation, and then they grow and leave, right? If you have adult children like I do, they never leave, but still paying bills for them, still paying bills, right? I have another question, right? How do you define leadership from your seat? You called me over. You looked in my face.
By helping others and working together with your team.
And what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Diana, and I am the practice manager for Division of Dentistry.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever been a mentor or a mentee?
Yes, I have.
And are you mentoring anyone right now?
I just mentored some volunteers, and they wrote me a beautiful card of how grateful they are for being a part of their life.
I picked, you know what? She didn't tell me that before. That was aligned perfectly. Thank you, right? Mentorship is what defines leadership, right? Whether you're the mentee or the mentor. Being poured into, like your coordinators, RFCF, have done for you today, right? Pouring education, these two lovely ladies, right? Getting up in front of a group and passing on information, not gatekeeping, right? All leadership, right? All defines leadership. And you don't have to be at any level to do that. That is what it is to define leadership from the seat of where you're standing. And I've already told you guys this, right? You're already leading. So I want you to raise your hand if you ever calm down a panicked resident. You got 2 hands. You 2 hands. Juggled 6 or more emails. Everybody should have their hand up. Mine's is beeping right now. Right? Built a spreadsheet, right? Girls, come on. You built the whole manual. Right? Smile through a Zoom call even when you didn't want to. I think that got the most hands, but we will. This is a safe space. I promise I won't tell. All of these things are definitions of leadership, right? There's our technology piece right there. I am awful at Excel. My coordinator is a whiz at Excel. She gets great Christmas gifts because she helps me all the time with Excel, right? But I couldn't do what I do without her. So you already know that many of the people that you are direct reports to or reports to you can't do it without you. This is one of my favorite slides, right? We already talked about leading without the title, right? What's in the middle? Why do you think so? Hold on, Cheryl. We're not all wellness coaches here. Come on.
Influence matters.
Right? Okay. Everything comes from influence, right? Advocacy, relationships. Look at that word. Coordination, right? System. You heard my soapbox about systems, right? One conversation can change everything. One, right? Because we're now friends, especially me and you. We're now friends. We're definitely friends. I love your accent, by the way. Friends. I'm trying to get adopted to your family, so we are definitely friends, right? My friend back here, what is your name and what do you do? Don't be shy. We're family.
My name is Hannah. I'm the director of GME at Greater New York.
Right? One. Now we are going to remember each other, right? You can clap. Oh, I thought she was clapping for you. We'll clap for you anyway. Don't worry. Right? Your impact begins with one connection, not permission. Does that make sense? How does that make you feel?
Good.
It does? Why?
Because just to know that you have the hope of with the connection that you can move forward. Like anything that gives you hope gives you joy.
What is your name?
Dion Davis.
What do you do outside of here? Not your job here. What do you do out? I have noticed in healthcare that we all do something outside of our job, right? Every single one of us. What do you do outside of here?
Okay, outside of here, I own a beauty and cosmetic brand. Outside of here, I work with a local assemblywoman. Those are the main things.
See? How did I know? How did I know? Because your key word there was joy, right? And many of us right now, unfortunately, work is not bringing joy. So what do we go do? Right? We go chase it, right? We find something else. So we're already doing the networking, right? So we have to find a way to bring the joy back into work and connect it. Make sense? So this is a busy slide, but not. I don't know if I let you guys know I'm an author. So I have 3 books. A couple of them are in the bags that I provided for you. A 4th one will be coming out soon. And my books are about networking. And I structure these acronyms because I like to make my life easier if you haven't noticed. And I call them cheat sheets because I'm a nurse, right? So everything has an acronym. That's how we remember, right? And one of the most engaged, I will have to say, is the CORE method. And it's short for cultivate, open up, reach out, right? and engage. All the things that we're doing today. You showed up, right? We had to register for this event, correct? Right? So we showed up, cultivating, right? Seeking opportunities for growth, right? Raise your hand if you're currently seeking opportunities for growth, and it doesn't have to be with a promotion, just in general, adding on a task, wanting to learn a new project. It's what we do, right? Open up. I've heard over and over again that one of the things you wanted to get out of today is engaging with your coworkers, right? Connecting, right? Sharing ideas and insights. That's the purpose of today, to bring you guys information on how to make your lives better, right? Reaching out. Anybody here go to networking events outside of work? I know you do. Anybody else? Yeah? No? Why not? Oh, you gave I didn't know what that meant. Sometime-ish? Okay, that's fair. Do you feel you get benefit from doing it? Okay. And do you pour what you get from these networking events and bring it back to work? All right. Okay. All right. And engage. That's what we're doing now, right? We're all engaging. I haven't lost anyone yet, and I'm right before lunch, so I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing good, right? We are engaging. And that's probably because the information resonates, right? It's not something new. It's not something we don't know. It's just a reminder that we need. Every now and then we need a reminder. Now we get to the technology part, right? And do any of you use technology as a form of networking? I see you. You're live. Tell everybody I said hello. You said sometime? Why sometimes?
I just think that certain social network platforms are for certain things. I'm trying to get out of that mindset, but I think for Instagram, because I have independent media, so I have that for community outreach, projects, productions outside of work, but for LinkedIn, that's where I'm looking at as a professional, like, okay, let me get the things that are my credentials, and I see them as separate entities instead of a fusion, which is what I'm working on right now.
So it's fair to say that each of those profile pictures are different, right? Instagram has what you do with your family, right? You can, like, we're on vacation doing what we got to do, and your LinkedIn profile has a business suit. Okay. Are we going to blend it at any point?
Yes, I think that's what, when I saw that, my face was like, ugh, because it's like, it's a way to blend it, but it's how you blend it, because some things may not transfer. Like, I'm more of an expression person versus language. So for me, I can be in networking spaces and make those networks, but when it comes to putting on paper or even introducing myself to my team, it's like, what do I start with?
Good call. What if I told you you were just enough, that you didn't have to pause, right? You didn't have to pause. Everyone's thinking the same thing. All you have to do is introduce yourself. That's it. And it starts with hello. That's all. Prompt questions, right? Don't give it all. Prompt questions. That's what the resume is for. I need like a clicker, right? And we just conversated about that, right? Technology doesn't replace connection. It accelerates it. So you want to utilize all your platforms as a way of networking. And that networking doesn't always have to be, again, for a new job, right? I learned really early in my career to utilize LinkedIn to actually showcase some of the projects that I do during work, because I know my boss is on there. Thank you. Right? I know that my colleagues are looking. I know that they're breezing through my Instagram trying to get a piece, because we don't share everything. We don't. We gatekeep. You can't get everything. I don't want you knowing what I do at happy hour. I don't. Right? So you can utilize those platforms to help actually get your promotion, or get the things that if you're an introvert, raise your hand, and you can do it shyly, because I know. Right? So AI would be your friend, right? LinkedIn would be your friend. Because you can brag on there from behind the scenes and then build up the confidence to brag in person, right? Who's your co-worker, who's your works in your department here? I figured, right? So if she sees that you did a project and you put it on, she's most likely to be in the cafeteria saying, did you see this, right? Shy bragging. That's what it's called. And don't be ashamed to do it, right? Pull out the mirror, I'm telling you. So now we combine it all together, right? Technology. Tools replace titles. Your systems create your credibility. Network. Conversation plus community equal job titles. Do we believe that? Right? That's saying what? Birds of a feather flock together? Right? Building your advisory board. Making your community correct. And then connection, right? The currency of influence built through visibility and value. What do you think about that? I gotta go to my friend here. You've been hiding. Let me come over. Hold on. She had us dancing this morning, so I'm not as energetic as I would be. What do you think about that? What is your name and what do you do?
Frepsy Rosario, I'm Program Coordinator of Kings County Primary Care.
And what does that sentence say to you?
I have a job.
Do you believe it?
Yes.
Are you an introvert?
Yes.
So this makes you very uncomfortable. Yes. That's okay. I'm coming over to you again. Don't worry. What is that? I know you're not shy. What does that sentence mean to you?
It's important to be visible and show up with the value that you have. You're building connection.
How do you do that?
In every room I show up in, I'm authentically me. And in doing that, I know I'm giving value.
Love it. And every room you show up in, you're authentically you. So you don't have the multiple profile pictures. I got you, right? One connection that shifted everything. I want to know. We'll go to you. Who helped you grow?
Oh, wow. I am so blessed. I have so many people in my environment who helps me to grow because I couldn't do it alone. My kids, my husbands, I didn't say husbands. But it's okay. It's okay. Hey, I can have husbands. What's wrong with that?
We know who helped your grow, right?
I bet, you know what? I bet I woke you guys up, didn't I? Yeah, of course, my children, of course, my husband, my church community, especially here too, since, it's my first year at SUNY Downstate. Everyone here that I've connected with, especially Juliet and Keno. So they really have impacted me and helping me to grow in my position here at Downstate and the network opportunities that they offer. Because when Keno shared that he was with NACI and I was invited to attend the event last year, I became a member of NACI.
All right,
and
let Steve know.
yeah, and when, I know Steve too. And then when Juliet, we had the coordinator dinner, I think in December, she said she was with Insana. I went and registered for Insana. Okay. So, these are the things, the share of information. These things are helping me to grow. And of course, my friend here, Jackie, last year, she held my hand like her baby to help me build thalamus because I was pulling my hair out. I almost had no hair left. But, I have different people in my environment who helps me to grow.
So you're intentionally building your community.
I am. In the last 2 years, I want to share that. The last 2 years, I was really intentional about networking. I said to myself on my dream board, the next 2 years, I'm going to be intentional with networking. So every opportunity, every event, anything that was happening, you can look, you're gonna find me there. And this is how I became a Global Peace Ambassador, due to the networking opportunities, and now I'm working at an international level. I was just in Mexico last week working on declaration, meeting important people that are changing the world, and I was part of that opportunity to say, hey, I was there working on this declaration to make AI better for all of us and our children as well.
You know what? Kudos. Give a round of applause for that. I love that. I love that. Now, we've heard from someone, a couple of folks who have someone that's helping them growing. Is there anyone here who feels they do not have someone that is pouring into them? No? Amazing. I usually have at least one person. And we gather together and make sure that we support that person that's not feeling that they're getting growth. So, if you secretly feel it, look out, connect out. Look to your left, look to your right, and utilize the people in this room. Because somebody should be helping you grow. It starts with you, right? Starts with your reflection, but network and build your community. I think we touched on this. I think it was in my circle over there, right? Your reputation is your resume, right? What do people say when you're not in the room? Right? We need some. I think that question needs to be at the college level, because we have some young, early careerists. They forget that, right? Everything is on social media, everything, and we try to remind them, be mindful of it, right? Right? So we're talking about growth. Getting back into it, right? From connection to career growth, the growth method, right? Generate. Offer meaningful ideas that drive progress forward. We talked about utilizing technology, putting projects on there if you're shy, letting the world know what you're doing, right? Reaching out, build and expand relationships with trust and loyalty. Our friend right here is like the dictionary for that. She's international. Love that, right? Optimize, make the most of available resources and opportunities. You're all doing that today, right? You're invested in yourself. This is your most lucrative investment, you. Don't be cheap with it. Treat it like Gucci. Right? Wins. Demonstrate excellence in achieving successful outcomes. All the top will get you there. Our last method, right? We hear about health equity all the time. What about self-equity? Right? Necessary, needed. Another form, very important, right? Evaluate. Where are you undervaluing yourself? We all do it at every level. I don't care if you have $10 in the bank or $1 billion. We all do it, right? Quiet the noise. Silence, self-doubt, and comparison. Trigger words. Toxic. Not all the time is it someone else's fault. A lot of the times it's their own. Right? Understand your power. Right? How many of you think you're powerful? Everybody should raise their hand. After you leave today, you should definitely raise your hand if someone else asks you the question, because you are, and you have the tool to remind yourself. Right? Invest intentionally. Doesn't have to be lucrative, doesn't have to be expensive, but it definitely should be intentionally. Time, energy, and boundaries. I'm not staying past 5:30 if my son has a soccer game and I didn't do anything wrong. Those days are over. I think that's as a Gen Z, they will leave. They will go. No questions asked. They come from a different time. Not only will they leave, they will not be back because we asked them to stay late. I have learned from that generation. I have, right? Tell your story. Own it. Tell it your way. and yield results. All the top should get to the bottom. I think it's a rap song, right? Meek Mills. It's levels to this. It's my theme song when I'm driving in. Yes. Reclaim your worth in the world that undervalues you. It's rough right now. So now we come to the middle, right? Look again. You already know the answer, right? Who's the connection? I'm going to take you to a story that's going to tie everything in, right? When I didn't have the title but still made the room, because I always wasn't in the position that I am now. When I first graduated nursing school, I only wanted to be a floor nurse. This was not even imaginable. Not where I come from, didn't have a lot of mentors, no one was invested in me, right? I left, went to the military, came back, and I was like, what am I gonna do? And I was like, oh, guess I'm going to nursing school. That was the thing to do back then. You had to be a nurse or a doctor, right? I went to nursing school, I graduated. First job, I met a lady named Eileen. And right away, I don't even think I had my license for 2 days. And she was like, I'm gonna train you to be more than a nurse. And I was like, I just learned pharmacology, let's take it slow. It was rough, it was difficult. And she was like, nope, see something more in you. And that was difficult for me because it wasn't something that I had that kind of conversation before. So I was like, what is this lady talking about? What's she trying to do to me? I'm not doing her job. Because that's what my mind went to. This lady want me to do her job. I'm coming in to room these patients and go home. And she was like, nope. You have too much talent. You're not going to just be doing it by the bedside. I understand that you love that. I understand that's what you want to do. But she saw something else in me, and she literally mentored me, put me in rooms where no one else would. And I had no title. I was just a floor nurse. She was invested in me because she saw that I was not invested in myself. And it switched. And I was like, oh, I could do this, and I don't got to do Eileen's job. I like this. I'm going to ride this path for a little bit longer. And then I got more mentors because I started networking and going out. And I took the method that she gave. Like she would always, I was always her plus one. So if she would go to an event, she'd be like, you're coming. And she would introduce me. And at first I was like, I thought it was like, what's that movie where they kidnapped the boy? Oh my God. It was like a white lady. Yes, Get Out. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this, right? But she had a reason for what she was doing. She wholeheartedly believed in me, and she was waiting for me to believe in myself. And when I started believing in myself, Eileen started to fade away. And she would tell me, I'm not doing it on purpose, but now you got it, right? And that is what the foundation and the start of today is, right? You have a group of people back there that believe in you. What is this, the 5th cohort, they said, right? It's a lot of work to find speakers and all the tablecloth that matches, right? I plan parties, I know, right? Get awards, be biased, right? It is a lot of work. So you have a group of people that believe in you, and they're waiting for you to catch up. So I poured a lot into you. So now you have homework, right? What's your next move? I know, you took a breath, right? Something should be resonating, right? Mine should be going. Should start looking like the AI picture that they always have, right? With the little thing in the middle, right? Lead loud from right where you are, right? That's the next move. That's a shift. Make one new connection, and you can't count me as it. Got to count someone else because we're friends now, right? Try one new tech tool. It could be the manual, right? Say one bold thing this week. Not sassy bold, because we want jobs, right? Okay, right? And start where you are. Don't wait to the next title. Start where you are now and use what you have. all the formulas to get in touch with me. I will make sure that it is shared. Now we come to the fun part, and if we have any questions or suggestions, I would love to answer. I give a lot, and I ask a lot. So there's always questions in between. Go ahead. No, hold on.
I'm just curious on your books. You said you're working on your fourth one. So what is the first three?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know it's not working, but you know.
So I have a couple of them here today. So my first book is called The Power of Connection. It's actually what based my company. That one book provided me speaking opportunities like this. I teach seminars. All that came from that one book, and a whole lot of love and community rallying up behind me, which prompted the second book, right? Because now we're networking and we're giving you the tools that you need. Now what, right? What's next? Next move. That's where growth from connection to growth came from. Because you're out networking. You're building the connections. Now what do I do with it? So I told you what to do with it, right? Then my kids told me, Mom, and everybody wants to hear about networking. But we like to hear about networking, so you need to make a fun book. So I made a fun book. I made a fictional story about how to utilize the tools that I gave you in the not-so-fictional and made a fictitious, character and wrote a book. And then I got the seal of approval from my children, so I know I'm doing okay. And then going on these speeches and, connecting with the audience, I felt something was missing. And I kept hearing everybody talk about health equity, but nobody was talking about themselves. What are we doing with health equity, right? So that is how self-equity formed. Those are all the books. And I have a couple of them here today, so I will, after break, be set up in the corner if you would like to purchase one. And you don't feel obligated, because one of my missions is to get the message across and for everyone to have a little bit of confidence and know that they're already a leader. That is my main mission. When I wrote the book, when I do the speeches, when I do the seminars, my main mission, my main goal, I don't have to make $1. If I know that you now can lead, and you can lead, and you can lead, and you can lead right from where you are. So, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hernandez. Now you know I have a challenge. Wait until I come back, because she said I challenge her to pace around the room and get you all dizzy before lunch. So thank you, Dr. Hernandez, for your powerful message and the wisdom you shared. Your words are a reminder that our greatest impact often begins with how we relate and uplift those around us. And at this time, I'd like to invite Chantel. Are we going into another raffle at this time? And the award, I believe we're going to be doing the award ceremony now. Okay? So let's take this opportunity to build, connect, and we connect. We're doing the award ceremony now, right? So I would like to welcome back my co-host, co-host, Miss Chantel. So please, guys, you guys should just get up for a little bit. Let's get up, because you guys been sitting for a very long time. Let's get up, let's stretch, and then we're gonna do the award ceremony. We'll stretch after lunch. How about that? Yeah, okay, we'll stretch after lunch.
Everyone feeling okay? Let's give ourselves a round of applause for girl power.
Chantel.
For pink.
The guys in the room are feeling left out. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for girls power. Woohoo!
And the men who wear pink.
And the men who wear pink.
We appreciate you. Okay, our next presentation is a favorite of the RPCF, which acknowledges and recognizes coordinators in aspects of recognition and pays tribute to especially recognize the coordinators and administrators for their invaluable service and role in their program, the RPCF, GME, and the institution. The award categories are measured by specific rubrics for selection of nominees by the award committees. And there are 4 categories. We have the RPCF Humanitarian Award. We have the RPCF GME Rising Star Award. We have the RPCF Professional Development Award. And we have the RPCF GME Distinguished Service Award. And we also have an award for the MIMO coordinator. So I'll first introduce Robin to say a few words on behalf of the MIMO coordinator award. I couldn't remember the entire word.
It's okay. It's okay. MIMO's good. We've changed our email address from Maimonides Med to MIMO, so just call us MIMO. It's a lot easier. Nobody could spell it anyway. So it's always awful to be last because you're the and Maimonides. So my kids were happy when we got a dog, so it was no longer and Veronica, it became and Ollie. So she was happy not to be the and. So though we're last and we're the and, MIMO has got a great team. So every year, you give us criteria that make us think about our coordinators in different ways. And so we had the nominee criteria. We had a group of people together. There were so many great coordinators, but based on the criteria given and the focus areas of empowerment, innovation, collaboration, mentorship, automation, and streamlined workflow, we thought about our coordinators, and everyone is deserving. They're amazing. But this year, we chose the coordinator who, for years, has been applying streamlined thinking, and I'm really into linear thinking these days. Like, I'm into critical linear thinking. I'm a little obsessed with it. Who is themselves linear, who is automated, who has gone paperless for more years than I can remember, who is consistent in all documentation, has learned to use technology. I'm also pivot table obsessed, which all of you know. Use pivot tables and can now run their own data, and who can move every system, whether it's getting their brownstones renovated or getting something fixed. So taking in all of the qualities together, we have given the award to Grace Menino, who should be virtual, Grace. Surprise! Because she doesn't have the book. She's the only one who doesn't have the book. Well, if you're there, Grace.
Oh my God.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Grace, I'm so
Can you hear
happy
me?
for you. Oh my gosh.
My peeps.
Can you hear me?
Congratulations, Grace.
I am so honored. Thank you. I'm having a delay here.
It's okay. You're there. Grace is kind of shy, if you believe it or not. So do you want to say something, Grace, other than you're honored? Because I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
No, this was unexpected. I just want to say thank you so much. And yes, definitely, I'm truly honored. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is, honestly, I just believe that this is more of a reflection of a teamwork more than anything else. I mean, I am so lucky to have such supportive and talented people around me, and definitely to include you, Robin. You're the number one. Thank you again. I am very, very honored.
So thank you for including us. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for giving us the chance to honor our coordinator with you, and we'll remain the Ann Maimonides in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, our next category of awards is the Humanitarian Award. This person goes far beyond the scope of her responsibilities as a GME coordinator, whether it's donating or helping prepare for our coordinators' retreat or our annual fair, creating wellness initiatives and ensuring her trainees feel supported. She brings heart to everyone around her. This person is an anchor for those around her, a quiet but powerful force for good who impacts is felt far beyond the walls of her program. Her selflessness and generosity, which embodies the very essence of humanitarian service, are genuinely appreciated. A devoted and contributor to the UHD Health Fair, she and the Department of Dermatology has generously provided skincare and dermatological products as well as thoughtful giveaways. She is a true humanitarian. And the humanitarian award goes to none other but Nancy.
Nancy Mengola. Nancy, please join us.
Nancy, please join us.
And congratulations to Nancy for receiving the RPCF Humanitarian Award 2025. And it reads, in recognition of outstanding humanitarian contribution to your fellow coordinators in the Downstate community, the Residency Program Coordinators Forum honors Nancy Mengoya, August 1st, 2025.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
What are we doing? We're taking a picture. Oh my God. Had I known, I would have did my hair.
Well, this is therapeutic. Congratulations, Nancy.
Thank you very much. Really surprised. I had no idea. Thank you.
She's speechless.
I truly am. And that's not usual, but I just have to say thank you so much, and I'm so privileged and honored to receive this. But I want to say thank you to all of you because we are a team, and we all rely on each other. And I'm happy to come to work every day, and I say thank you. Very good, Nancy.
Okay, our next category of awards is the GME Rising Star Award. As the PD, I have come to realize that without this person, I may not have survived the deadlines to meet all the regulations. She knows the boundaries of people and is sensitive to the stresses each day and is sensible to the daily stresses. I found her to be very respectable of everyone. The charm in her is a natural gift, rarely seen nowadays. I know that this person is well and to feel fortunate, and she is my program coordinator and my pillar of support. Since stepping into her role, she has consistently gone above and beyond expectations. She adapts quickly. One of the most impressive contributions was creating an onboarding workflow that reduces the processes of her fellow residents by 40%. Her potential for leadership is evident, and her dedication for supporting our fellows' success is truly inspiring. She possesses and exhibits the skills, dedications, and passion necessary to excel and have been excelling as a nephrology fellowship coordinator. It gives me my great pleasure to announce the Rising Star Award to none other but Miss Diane.
Please put your hands together for Ms. Diane Edward Reed. Please come up. Congratulations. You see the power we have today? Today we have the power to make people cry, to make them happy, to congratulate them, and celebrate their milestones with them. Come on up, Diane. And this award is from the GME Rising Star Award in recognition of your ongoing and exceptional growth and for your contribution to the GME profession in August 2025, I think it says 2025, you know, this clear thing. The Residency Program Coordinator Forums honors Diana Edward Reed. Congratulations, Diana.
I have no words. That's okay. I have no words to express gratitude. Dr. Sagi, I'm going to get him, my program director. But above all, I want to thank everybody. It's about 3 years I'm doing this. And I came in with absolutely no experience, absolutely nothing. I knew nothing, but the SUNY Downstate Program Coordinators Forum, you have no idea what a backbone you are. There's a body, but without a skeleton, the body cannot survive. And this is who you are, the skeleton to every program coordinator, because you have been a foundation for me, a very strong one. And I got through it in these 3 years, and I could not have done it without many of you, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kino. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Our next category of awards is the Professional Development Award. And I would like to have Miss Marilyn Williams come up to say a few words.
Please put your hands together. This is not just anybody, y'all. This is Keno Williams, Dr. Williams' mom. So please give her a big round of applause.
As many of you know,
for sharing this amazing person with us.
This is Keno's mom, and she has a few words to say on behalf of her son, who's receiving the Professional Development Award.
Good afternoon to you amazing people. I too feel the part of this work at Downstate through the warmth, love, and appreciation I receive from everyone. Thank you. I am Marilyn, Keno's mom. I work in the carnival industry in Trinidad and Tobago for several years and never played mass in my life. So you all know I ain't no frontline person. I operate from behind the scenes. So bear with me, please. I am no speaker. It is truly an honor, and I'm humbled to be asked to share a few words on my son's journey on becoming Dr. Keno J. Williams. From a young child, Keno knew what he wanted. He was addicted to learning and was always reading. His library consisted of a collection of comic books. That's the truth. But was always ahead of his studies. In secondary school, he was referred to as a model student by his form teacher. But let me tell you, not without challenges. Other than the comic book, he reading, he's studying with music playing, the TV on, loud. Seemed like madness to me, but we survived. He is a stand your ground person. On several occasions, I was called to the school because Keno challenged the teacher on the definition of what his signature is. And guess what? They sent him home again. He proved his definition right, and that's a story that he can give. He then became a prized possession of that said teacher and the principal, Dr. Sandy, up to his doctoral studies. God rest Dr. Sandy's soul, he has passed. Kino drives a hard bargain in all that he does and is a stickler for professionalism. I thank God I was able to be part of this doctoral study as I had just retired and relocated to New York to live with him. I was able to see and be part of that journey, and it was not an easy one, but most certainly achievable, with great support and most importantly, God. So congratulations on this award for professional development, Dr. Kino J. Williams. Thank you.
At this time, we're gonna ask Dr. Williams to join us up here. This Professional Development Award is in recognition of your continued professional development of self and the profession. 2025, the Residency Program Coordinator Forum honors Dr. Kino William Psych D.
Kino, we have some additional commendations for you. Yeah. Kino was a self-nominee, but I would like to turn that over and undo the self-nominee, as he possesses the more than enough of the professional development skills. But he advocated for himself, as many of us do not. And I want him to be an example of what leadership, of what sacrificing time for the benefit of the coordinators. I think it's true to say that without Kino, you know, yes, the coordinator forum would exist, but many initiatives come from Kino. He has ideas in which, like, nobody could think of, and he's like on point with many of these initiatives. So we want you to know that, you know, you're the force behind this forum, and we appreciate all you do for the executive committee and also for the forum in itself. In his self-nominee, he outlined certain roles that he took and why he is deserving of this award. In 2024, he was awarded the SUNY Chancellor Award for Excellence in Professional Services and was named a Regional National Associate of the Health Service Executive. He continued to lead Downstate Physicians Community Lifestyle Fair, which has brought healthcare resources and educate to almost 1,500 fairgoers. He published his dissertation, a study on how to improve the coordinator's well-being to benefit the entire team. And when I say to benefit the entire team, as you know, Kino, you know, he advocates for himself, definitely, but he also advocates for a lot of the coordinators. He's always sending emails, trying to have the coordinators develop more, fighting for rights or non-rights sometimes, and always in the best of our interests. In 2025, he was promoted to the Department Administrator of the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Science. This promotion, he says, is a huge step forward to persons with a heavy GME background, and as we are often pigeonholed into only GME positions. And I want to not only congratulate you, but on behalf of the entire RPCF Forum, we want to thank you immensely for all your service, all your efforts, and all your work, all the work that you do for the forum. And I want Juliet, his partner in crime, to just say a few words
Now,
because
this is going
they've
real
done.
long. This is going real long.
They've done, they were much involved in the professional development, in obtaining their, no, but it needs to be said, in obtaining his doctorate. So just a few words, all right?
So I'm not going to be very long because I'm also not a speaker, though I act like it sometimes, but I'm not. Kino is very much deserving of this Professional Development Award. He has and he is leaps and bounds ahead of most of us, including myself. We did the doctoral journey together. He started first. He pulled me in, and I am very, very thankful for that because if not for him, I would not be Dr. Juliet Green right now, I don't think, because I don't think I would have started the process. He has taken the forum, as Chantel said, he has taken us, he has definitely helped to move the forum forward. He has innovative ideas, like the PC GME week that we have, that was all Kino. This health fair that we run every single year, he is the lead for that, and I'm sure the coordinators as well as the hospital is very, very thankful for him. So I'm not going to say too much more, but congratulations.
Don't get us wrong, he works us, but he comes up with all the ideas and brainstorms, and he's the backbone of the executive committee. So we thank you, and we give you all the accolades that you deserve.
Thank you. So, all right, so I'm not going to stay too long. First of all, I don't really like surprises. I am one of those persons who is always pretty much in charge of like everything. So seeing Marilyn here up front is a throw off. And I wanted to thank the award committee. Thank you, Chantal, Juliet, and Shirley for the warm and long introduction. So as Chantal said, I am a self-nominee, and I'll tell you, it wasn't purposeful. So on the 14th, we gave the awards deadline to be July 14th to put in nominations. And we had 0 nominations for every award. So I nominated a couple persons, I nominated one person, and I nominated myself, say, hey, it would be a great way, and it was a great way of saying, hey, our motto says we advocate for ourselves and each others, and oftentimes we are much better at advocating for others than actually for ourselves. And no person knows you better than you. No person knows your accomplishments better than you. And you should not at any point in time feel embarrassed, feel put off to stand up and say, I have accomplished this. Dr. Hernandez, when this young lady introduced herself, she said, you have to do it over. You didn't do it with power. You didn't do it with conviction. You didn't do it with assertiveness. And many of the ladies here talk about, this is women rules. I am woman, hear me roar. And oftentimes in our profession, because it is female dominated, you don't often stand up for yourself. And you don't often say, I own this. This is mine. And this nomination itself was to say, I own this. And I would like everyone in this room moving forward that if you get the opportunity to showcase your work, to showcase your talent, to showcase your experience, to showcase your knowledge, that you take it. That you take it. We sit and we wait for everything to come to us and be given. And sometimes our value isn't realized. And each and every day, you must realize your value. what you bring to the table, when you enter the room, the presence that you have. And never feel intimidated, never feel worried, never feel uncertain or unsure, because what you bring, no one else can. Thank you.
Okay. So our final awards category is the Distinguished Service Award. This award signifies a person that has played a role, longevity in the role of GME, provided service, excellent service throughout the years, and have played an important role as coordinator or administrator in GME or for their programs. So as the division chief of endocrinology and new program director, I greatly appreciate Ms. Jones' ability to solve problems. Velda has a deep-rooted sense of purpose and service, citing her core West Indians ethics. Did she go out? Is she here? Oh, hi. Okay. Her effort has directly led to improved satisfaction amongst fellows. This recognition is long overdue. For over 16 years, Velda has demonstrated exemplary leadership, integrity, and dedications to GME and the higher standard of professionalism. This recognition is long overdue for Velda, who has demonstrated exemplary leadership, unwavering dedication to GME for over the course of 20 years. She is the backbone of these programs, navigating accreditation standards, managing complex administrative processes. Her knowledge of ACGME required is not only deep, but impressively applied in practice and with clarity, precision, and forward thinking strategically. In every aspect of her work, Velda reflects the qualities that award seeks to honor: dedication, excellence, and distinguished service in GME. What truly, okay. So beyond her specific role, Velda has been a champion for collaboration and mentorship. It is my honor to congratulate Velda Jones as the recipient of the Distinguished Service Award.
Please put your hands together for Miss Velda Jones.
Please come up, Ms. Jones.
Please join us here. Velda, please join us.
And we do have her PD, correct, Juliet? Come, please.
I'm not even sure. So this award is represented to Ms. Velda Jones, RPCF Distinguished Service Award 2025, in recognition of your outstanding contribution to the education and support of your fellow coordinators and trainees. The Residency Program Coordinator Forum honors Velda Jones, August 1st, 2025. She can't believe this, man. Your PD is gonna share a few words.
Well deserved? You're the only one saying that.
No, we all agree.
All agree.
Well deserved.
You know, when I hear Distinguished Service Award, I'm almost thinking maybe you guys have already
secured my plot, you know. Maybe, maybe you know I'm going. Your PD will give a few words.
That's right.
Imagine you're here.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I know it's just before lunch, but Velda has an amazingly biting sense of humor, as all of you must know, and it's always perfectly timed with a little bit of a dig and a big hug. So, anyway, I think Velda's absolutely terrific, and really without her, our division couldn't possibly work. And not only does she juggle our division of 8 fellows, she adds to it 4 subsegments of cardiology, for a total of I don't know how many people. And she's incredibly talented, extremely intelligent, and thinks things through like this. Keeps everybody in line. She plays mother to all the fellows who don't know what they're going to do now that they're all here as new and coordinators, but I really see the fellows end of it, who don't know what to do with their lives in a new country, because many of them are immigrants from all over the world, and Velda kind of gives them little small steps that they can take to manage their lives. So she manages our lives, a little bit of your lives, and I really appreciate everything that she's done.
As I said before, it almost sounds like an obituary.
No, it's the beginning of a new appreciation of yourself and self-advocating. How's that?
Yeah, I'm really thankful for this recognition. But it's not 16 years. Who said over 16 years? 20 and 16. No, well. Take it. All right, all right, I'll take it. Thank you so very much, you know. I see there's a new crop of coordinators showing up. A lot of the faces I don't know. But I'm happy to be part of this community, you know. And for those of you who know me, no matter what questions you have, you can come to me. I believe in sharing whatever I have, you know, because that's the only way you can progress. You have to share your knowledge. So just remember, you can count on me for anything, and I hope I can count on you all for anything also. Did I see Al Forsyth around here? He left. Hi, Al. Al is always one of my trumpeters. I'm so happy that you're here to share this with me. I thank you very much. Let me go back to my seat.
Good work.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you, Dr. Banerjee.
Boy, I couldn't miss this.
Hold up the plant.
Don't
break it.
Yes. Don't break it. Right.
Next time, put the J in the middle.
Oh.
Huh? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Recognition. Oh, I'm sorry. We also would like to recognize special recognitions from the RPCF, for the RPCF nominees. We recognize Shirley and Zenobia as recipients of special recognition awards. And we had such words as, what truly sets Zenobia apart is her dedication to continuous improvement. She regularly seeks out opportunities for advancement, from actively asking questions and leading and volunteering new information. Shirley goes beyond the institution that she serves, and her hands and heart remains in community, working in solidarity through causes like AIDS walk, breast cancer walk, suicidal prevention, and domestic violence, and volunteerism. She is the essence of her program for the residents, So please put your hands together for Zenobia and Shirley in receiving recognition awards.
Well, thank you. Thank you. A little surprising, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very,
I
very
don't think
much.
Zenobia's
Zenobia?
in today? Or is she online?
Zenobia Jardim Hands.
She's,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, congratulations to Zenobia.
Zenobia. And in wrapping up the awards, we also had our GME award recipients as Dr. Winklet Knight and Ms. Selena Adams, who were the recipients of the 2025 GME Award recognition this past month. So kudos goes out to them as well, all right? All right, so in wrapping that up, this was the morning session. I hope you all enjoyed it and was presented with some informative information, new skills, or adapting to a new skill. And lunch has arrived.
And just before we go to lunch, again, we would like to congratulate all the winners and to everyone in this room. Thank you for being here and thank you for being the heart of what we do. So we're going to continue. Just before we go into our lunch break, let's take a moment to pause and reflect on. Let's take a moment to pause and reflect on the incredible journey, the energy we shared during the GME Program Coordinator Wellness Week. Give yourselves a round of applause. We have been here from early morning, from the check-in to the wellness challenges to me getting you on your feet to dance, even when you don't dance. So it's been a great day. So I'm going to pass it over to Kino because he's scratching all over. He wants this mic. He needs to speak. So I paid Kino before today. So I said, I'm going to pick on you. Don't get mad at me. So I paid him so I can pick on him. Okay?
And you don't stop talking. I love it. All right. So, how we doing so far today? I think we've done a pretty good. And I think it was a successful retreat because we got at least 2 persons to cry. So I see that as a plus. All right. So I just want to touch a little bit on our GME week and some of the things that we did. All right, just to reflect. And what I'm doing is also killing time because the food just arrived, so it's not parceled out as yet. And I don't want everybody to walk out there and go get the food. So, no. All right, so we held our second GME PC week this past week. And the first day we did was a kickoff in terms of educational panel. Tag Me certification was on Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, and Diva Dance, so a dance RPCF, was on Thursday. And this is some pics from the day. All right, so one of the honors that I've had is to do doctoral research using the coordinators. So I knew that I didn't want to do anything at all on residents or physician well-being, anything at all. I wanted to just focus on the coordinators. Because oftentimes what I hear is, we are bogged down with so much work. It is tiring. I don't know where the energy comes. I don't have enough hours in the day. And we oftentimes just let that bypass, and we don't take our wellness first and our well-being first. And it was a pleasure to share with you the research that I've done and published, and also to demystify the idea of earning a doctorate. It's not that difficult. There is very little that separates you from a doctorate holder. Very little. It's effort, it's time, it's consistency. And I think what has helped me a lot is the fact that I knew exactly what I wanted to do from the jump. So when I went into the class in day one, I started building information, building research that was then transferred into my actual dissertation and research work. So by the time we reached that second part, where it's driven by the candidate, it was easy, because I already had everything already planned out. The process is not easy. I had to change chairs in the middle of my session. Just before ACGME last year, just before ACGME this year, my chair stopped answering emails. She went hiatus, literally hiatus. And with our project, we have a proposal defense, and you have to pass that defense before you can move forward. She never reached in time, never responded to me in time, and I missed the deadline. So I then had to retake a class, and I was getting financial aid. If you have to retake a class, a continuation class, it means you are kicked off of financial aid. You have to pay for the semester that was passed, the current semester, and the one that's upcoming. So I had to come up with several thousands of dollars in a short span of time to fix it. This process is not easy. Juliet said, I encouraged her, so I started a semester earlier than Juliet, skipped a semester so that we could be in the same classes together, and she ended up graduating a semester before me. That is just the luck of the draw. You have to put in the work, and you have to want it each and every time. And I'm thankful for all of the people, all of the persons who came through, and we shared the information in terms of getting your degree. I would love to see everyone get a doctorate, but that may not be for you, all right? What is for you is for you. It may be to earn Tag Me certification. And I want to thank all the coordinators so much, like Dee and Deborah, who was part of the Tag Me task force, to share with you all, their experiences. So I've taken Tag Me and failed. And then I took it again and passed. Many times when persons take that one Tag Me test and you don't do too well, you're like a little disenchanted and I'm not going to do it. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, as long as you get up. Keep on doing it. All right? And then we had Wellness Wednesday. Oh, where's that come? Okay, we had Wellness Wednesday, and I think Shirley got you all going.
Care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a
Some movements.
out the roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because
And
I'm happy.
I want to shout out Coach Shirley, all right? I think she did an amazing job on Wednesday. Shirley led an entire hour-long session without a PowerPoint on that screen and kept all of our attention the entire time. I was quite shocked by that and very impressed, because in our years of doing this, the only other person who have ever done that was Dr. Anika Osazi Daniels, and she was one of the best speakers we've ever had here. And then we closed off with the last day of the session, which was our exercise session. And let me tell you, Kwame wasn't in the room, but he never left virtually. I'm not sure why. All right? I'm not sure why, because he would come into, why Kwame? That's why. Because he would come to the stuff and he would go, but he stayed on. I think even when we logged off, Kwame was still on. All right? At this point, Kwame knows the dance routine. You can listen to it. So we had a whole dance instructor come in and have a dance session with this team here. And I want to shout you guys for being such a great sport about it. You understand? You all complained that your body was hurting you, right? And you don't know the routine. But at this point, you could go try out for Beyonce any day. All right? And I'm expecting to see one of y'all up there with, and the stuff like that. You got to turn around. All right? So I want to thank you guys. Last year, you all said you wanted more physical activity, so we gave you all that. All right? Whatever you all want, we deliver. That's what we do here. So I think food is almost ready now, And I also want to thank you. Thanks for this session this morning. Thanks for being good sports. And thanks for entrusting us with your professional development.